Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. Hope you're doing good. Just had to check to see if it was recording. I'm getting blinded from the sunrise. I got a great question today about debt, and it's from one of my awesome subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the inspiration. Let's have some coffee together. We're going to talk about debt. It says here, hey Ninja, can you explain good debt versus bad debt? I tried to explain to a friend of mine, and he has a big problem. If the good debt has a return and making money, bad debt is, oh yeah. And it's a screenshot, so I'm like trying to hit the read more button. I'm such a dork. All right, so we're just gonna go for it and pretend I know the rest of that question. So we're gonna talk about good debt and bad debt. All right, first off, I'm really big on teaching people that you need to have ownership of stuff. You need to own things. You need to own your car. If you can't own your car, you're gonna have all kinds of problems, all right? I know everyone has lofty dreams. I got dreams, I'm gonna have my 69 Camaro, I'm gonna have a Lamborghini, I'm gonna have a Ferrari, I'm gonna have all that stuff, right? It's gonna be fun. But there's a time for that, all right? And that's not now, all right? Especially going into a economic collapse, all right? I wanna take full advantage of it. Why would I wanna spend, you know, $70,000 on a full, a beautiful 69 Camaro when I can buy it from somebody that shouldn't have bought it in the first place and has to sell it to pay their mortgage, for $25,000, okay? I know that sounds mean, and well, there's gonna be people like, that's just mean, you'd take advantage of people. No, you're one of those people, I could tell through that comment. So I'm not getting fired up, but it's true. People don't pay attention to economic cycles, real estate cycles, nothing. Most people just want to go impress people they don't even have respect for, but it's because it makes them feel good. There's nothing there, all right? And I'm trying to help as many people as I can. That's why Ninja Nation is growing. Thank you to everybody that's been hitting the subscribe button. It gets it out to even more people like yourself. And that's what's important, learning that you're not the only person in this, that there's a lot more going on than just what's in your world, and you want to be able to take advantage of it, and you also want to help people. All right. Sorry, I digressed. So I teach ownership. You should own your car. You should own a house. You should own all these things, right? Some people like myself right now, I'm invested in certain, I own cryptocurrencies, precious metals. I have to have them stored in a way that protects me from outside risk, third-party risk, and from, I just need to be able to be protected. And then I'm moving into another cycle on the downstream, which is a real estate cycle. With my house payment, I want things that are stable. I want a set interest rate. I want a fixed interest rate, all right? I don't want to save a few $100 a month and gamble with an adjustable rate mortgage, okay? So you need things that are owned. You need things that are stable and solid, all right? Now, when it comes to debt, using debt to make money, there are some really huge advantages to it, but it has to be done right. And that's something I haven't started talking about yet, but I'm going to start talking soon about like how you hold your debt. If you're using a personal guarantee, that is not a good thing. You want to be able to build up just like the big boys and have your company take on debt. And there's ways to do that. And a lot of people don't understand how to break into that realm. So because if something goes wrong, it's your company that's on the line that would stand to lose, not you personally. Okay, so that's a whole nother thing. But let's say we're talking about using debt to make money in the real estate market. You are using other people's money, you're leveraging, and you're putting your asset on the line. Let's say a fourplex. You have a fourplex, you are putting that on the line, but you are also personally guaranteeing that. So not only do you stand to lose the fourplex if something goes wrong, but now you're gonna lose your credit score because you personally guaranteed it. So there's risk there. People need to understand that. However, if properly done, if you don't go crazy, you buy the fourplex, you put a good amount down so you're not paying additional fees like prepaid mortgage insurance. You've got yourself a good interest rate, and the rents are well above. You're cash flowing. You're not speculating, but you're getting a good cash flow in return. And then you take that cash flow, and instead of blowing it on car payments or things you don't need to look fancy, you take that and put it in the bank, and you build one heck of a nest egg. And when I say a heck of a nest egg, I used to have almost a full year of mortgage and all expenses with my rentals sitting in the bank, which means that place could go vacant, and if I couldn't find anyone to rent that place out, or something catastrophic happened, it could sit vacant for almost an entire year. And of course I wouldn't do that. I'd be constantly trying to get it rented, but it would sit for an entire year before I had to consider missing a payment, okay? So building a safety net when you're using debt is incredibly important, all right? Another thing is that what people don't realize about debt, and a lot of them use credit cards as a backstop, you shouldn't be doing that, because a lot of people go, okay, I'm doing this and this, these business activities, and I always have a $10,000 credit line if I get into a problem. The problem with that is that if you get into a serious situation, you need to start using a credit card to pay your monthly bills to keep your, whatever your run rate is for your business or your side hustle. You get into that trap, well, if you're screwed on month one, you're gonna be really screwed on month two, because now not only are you still in the same boat, but now you're having to pay back huge amounts of interest, stupid amounts of interest, okay? At best, all it did was buy you 30 days if you can now recover the money and pay off the balance of that credit card. But more than likely, you're gonna need to cycle that the next month and the next month over. And you could get yourself into a serious trap. If you miss one payment, that is literally like slavery credit card debt. The interest rates are so high. Okay, so I seriously, if you are using debt right now, you need to be very careful and systematic in how you do it. You need to build up 3 or 4 different scenarios in which everything could go wrong. And what you need to do is plan for that and have backstops, financial backstops, to where you don't get caught up in that snare. All right, guys, I hope you got something out of it. If you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. It really helps me out. The Economic Ninja is out.